Hello everyone and bonjour! Today I'm going to show you how to make the horrible from SpongeBob with not real gold but kind of. It's something a lot more glittering than real gold, so less talking and more crafting. Let's go!
So, I started with the pattern drew by hand. I printed a copy before separating it in pieces to make the next step easier. Then I traced the shape onto 10mm high density EVA foam, 2 parts onto 10mm foam, except the middle one. It's 7mm and I made a little cavity to put a wood stick later, this way the prop will be rigid. I glued everything to make a little foam sandwich. Quick fit test. Yeah, still fits. I sanded all the sides to get everything smooth. Then I sanded all the edges until I get a rounded shape. I sanded it until it disappeared into the void. Compared to the original pattern, the shape is good, it's not that bad. Then I did the same things for the second part, the third one, and the fourth one. The little foam bagel for the top part without forgetting the little hole for the wood stick. Time to glue each piece together on the wood stick. It's more like a skewer than a sandwich now. As you can see here, I made a mistake, maybe too much sanding or too much cutting, I don't really know. To fix that I used a little bit of foam clay. I used some water to get everything smooth. To fill all the other cracks I used a quick seal that I also smoothed with water.
At this step the prop is half done, but I wasn't really happy with the results, so I made another one! I followed the exact same steps that I showed you, the only difference is that I used 3 pieces of 7mm EVA foam. It allowed me to be more precise with the sanding process, and this way the new prop is a little bit longer and a little bit thinner. Like me!
I even did the same mistake on the top part of the new. Hey! You're not the new one! Get out of here, you imposter! Yeah, much better. I took my heat gun to heat up the foam to once again get everything smooth. Then I put a thin layer of wood glue to, guess what? Yeah. Get everything smooth! I used a hairdryer to speed up the process, and the prop is so lightweight that it just flew away. Ho goodbye! And after a quick battle against the Balrog, the horrible returns as Horrible the White. Copyrighted music! I marked the emplacement of the future jellyfish net on the back and drew them with my baby Dremel. I painted the whole thing with a silver because... Then I used a gold patina as a base layer to help me for the next step. As you can see, the patina didn't stick everywhere. Trust the process. Just trust the process. Now the gold step. I mean, the glittering step. No, rectification. The cursed step. The mica powder. First, put your glove on. perfect. Because the patina is really greasy, the mica powder will easily stick to it. And to your skin too, if you don't wear your super glove. If you never worked with mica powder and want to give it a try, I have one advice for you.
Don't do it! Don't do it! At least not in your bedroom. There's glitters everywhere. In the air, in my hair, in my bed, everywhere, everywhere! No!
Yeah, you get it. Don't do it in your bedroom. And then I did both previous steps a second time. I put as many layers of varnish I needed until there is no glitter sticking to my fingers anymore. Now the jellyfish net. I took a golden thread that I folded in half. Then I glued it. Once it's done, it looks like the weirdest hairbrush that I ever saw. To tie up the jellyfish net, I used a figure 8 knot. And I did it all around. For the rest, it's always the same knot. I did it everywhere until I get the perfect size that I was looking for.
Seven hours later.
Yeah, it really took me 7 hours to make all the knots, but now the net is almost done. I used a glass bell to help myself to close the net. Then I tied up all the knots together. Started with this and ended up with this. Don't forget me. Shh. To add my personal touch and give to the odorable a little bit of weathering effect, I used brown paint and painted all the joints. Wipe away the excess. And voila!
So now the horrible is done, and we could just stop now, but we have a perfectionist right here, so what I'm gonna do next is the
box. You opened it.
I first started with, I wanted to say cheap foam, but it's quite expensive for the size and the quality. The foam is cheap, but not the price. I took 2 pieces of cheap foam to maintain the horrible in the box. I put some marks on the middle and placed the prop on it to be sure of the placement. And I traced the shape onto the foam. I cut out the shape and used the excess to... of course, play a little bit of ukulele. For the box I used a 9mm plywood board that I cut, glued with wood glue, and nailed. I sanded all the corners and add a little bit of wood paste to hide the joints. You can't really see it because, well, it's a purpose to not be seen. For the bottom part of the box I used a thick cardboard and glued the cheap foam on it. Then I put a pan velvet fabric on it. The fun fact about this color is that it's called oyster white, so it's pretty accurate for a SpongeBob project. Make sure everything is in place and staple the fabric onto the cardboard. Quick fit test. Yeah, still fits. For the top part of the box I used a 3mm wooden fiberboard and drilled 3 holes in the middle. And glued another piece of cheap foam on it. This is the step where I don't know what I'm doing. I get this kit online, I just followed the instructions. It worked, so I made 3 of them. For attaching the velvet buttons, I used a hemp thread. And helped myself with a needle to get through the board. Then I drew the letters of the audible on a paper at the same size than the box top. I cut out the letters and saved them with the stencil for later. I traced the shape on a thin plywood board, roughly cut it out with my scissors. Then I sculpted it with my Dremel. And now, 1 minute of silence for my scissors. Thank you, letter R. Let me introduce the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. I named the Boar letters. Yes, still fits, but hate, double hate. Loath entirely. Then I painted all the letters with a lighter blue. I painted the box with the same blue than the letters. Then I sprayed a dark blue on it. I took a sponge with different shades of blue and stamped it on all the box to add a cool effect that nobody will notice once it dried. Yeah! I screwed the golden hinges on the back of the box. Then I screwed the golden clasps on the front. I used my stencil and drew the shape of the letters to get everything perfectly placed. I glued the letters on the top with a little bit of wood glue, carefully wiped away the excess. Time to put everything in place.
So everything is done now, but before we take a closer look at the final result, I would like to say that I'm quite proud of myself for the work I accomplished, the glittering effect, the lettering and all. I wasn't always sure of what I was doing in the video, but in the end it worked, and of course I didn't show you all the mistakes that I've made.
So,
Right now, the final result!